everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I am the Naturalist Gamer, also known as Nature's Companion on YouTube, and today we're taking a look at Update 10 for Prehistoric Kingdom. So right off the bat, we're going to look at the animals first, because I know that's what everybody loves to see the most. And in this exhibit, we have all the Elasmotheriums. Now, I did my best to get as much color variation as I could, and I will say off the bat, Elasmotherium has a lot of color variation. So we have both the short-horned and the long-horned version of the animal, and we have a couple albino ones too. It was really hard to find melanistic for these. I didn't find a melanistic for these, I don't think. I did for the longhorn version. Oh yes, look at that. This is beautiful. This is an albino Elasmotherium. So yeah, you have both the shorthorn and a longhorn. Shorthorn is, you know, the basic, like, classic version of the animal. However, like, new data suggests that they might have had, like, shorter horns and so on. But yeah, so this is Elasmotherium, and we'll take a look at the animals in the nursery. Ooh, this one's doing, like, a little roly-roll. This is probably one of the most majestic mammals we have in game now, and there's so much, like... I put a bunch of in here to just show, like, how, for both the Elasmotherium skins, you get quite a lot of color variation, which is always great to see. And next door, we have Sinotherium. Now, I didn't get a melanistic for Sinotherium. I did, however, find this really lovely albino one. It's the albino Sinotherium. So Sinotherium is a relative of Elasmotherium, and I believe it's considered the an ancestor to it. You have to not quote me on that. So while Elasmotherium prefers boreal habitat, Sinotherium prefers scrubland and savanna, and this exhibit isn't necessarily the best for it because there's no heaters yet in the game, but I just used savanna and scrubland plants. But yeah, and look at that. Here, let's get a closer look at the albino one. Right here. Let's move him over here for a bit, and we'll just follow him around. Ooh, or I meant to do this camera. My bad. There he is. Gorgeous. Yeah, definitely looks a lot like a modern rhino. And in fact, towards the end of the video, we can do like a quick comparison. But yeah, thanks to the inclusion of this as an alternate species, we now have a total of 6 rhino species in the game. We have Sinotherium, Elasmotherium, Juicia, the 2 species of... Ooh, he's doing like a little... Ooh, that's cute. So yeah, we have Juicia, the 2 Prehistoric species, and of course the woolly rhino. Now, think about another thing that people often forget to realize is just how big the animal is. So let's take a look at Elasmotherium. This thing is huge. So we have menhir's first skin, and also there's quite a bit of sexual dimorphism too in terms of size. Then we have this one, which is chiseled, and it's the more based on the more like accurate horn size. And then we have, of course, the Sinotherium. And we'll actually get both an Elasmotherium, a Sinotherium, Jade's the skin name, and then we'll get a woolly rhino just for size comparison. So you have your Elasmotherium here, your Sinotherium here, and then your woolly rhino here. So yeah, Elasmotherium's a chunky beast. I love him so much. Oh, and he looks so cool next to the woolly rhinos too. But yeah, so that's our Elasmotherium, and over here we have the European cave lion. Ooh, this is perfect. So I actually was able to get a albino cave lion, and oh, gorgeous. So there's 2 skins for the European cave lion, and we have one here. I think this is a leucistic one, I might be mistaken. Yeah, it's a really lovely, well done animal. They are kind of jittering about. I think this is the other skin, yeah. So this is like the more spotted one. You have a spotted one, then you have a more plain skin, sorry. Oh yeah, absolutely gorgeous animal. And then right next door, we have, right next door we have the American lion, which is much larger. And this one has such a beautiful pattern. I'm in love with it. We have this one right here. So I actually got both a melanistic and a albino cave lion. I actually got 2 melanistic ones. So we have this one right here, We have this one all the way back. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on the pants. We have this one all the way in the back. I love how like the patterning darkens too. It's so good. And then we have our beautiful albino cave lion. Gorgeous animal. Oh, I even love like the little muscle striations on its arms. It's so good. And how they sound too. And there actually is a cave lion in here somewhere because so the cave lion prefers only it prefers boreal and temperate, and the American lion prefers grassland but also temperate as well. So if you wanted to, you could mix them in the same habitat. But I don't know if you can do that for long because there's no combat in the game yet. So those are all the 4 wonderful animals that were introduced, and I believe the Prehistoric Kingdom devs are gonna slowly start treating alternate species like their own things, which makes sense down the line. Yeah. And so next up, let's go over here. We're gonna look at all the building pieces, and oh boy, there's a lot. So let's change the time of day for a bit. Trying to get a better light angle. Interesting. That's okay. We can always just do this, turn on the light. So, we have a lot of new Stone Age props, but before we look into those, some additional new pieces were added. We have, I'm not sure if the shelf was here before, but I know these like railing pieces are new, so that's always like a treat. And we also have some new bones. So we have finger bones, shoulder bones, leg bones, some more toe bones, and also new vertebrae too. So now you can, if you have the time and patience, you can create a fully like accurate a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. I do not have the time or patience for that, but hey, at least the option's there. So these are our 2 wall sets that are given to us. We have the wooden one and the rock one. The rock one's actually quite versatile. I have been using it in exhibits to do like rock walls and mix it in with the in-game rocks. It's just a little tricky to get the color just right, but it works. And then these pieces are of course recolorable. Over here we have all the different roof types. So we have this like thatch roof type, which is recolorable. We have a moss roof type, which is really cool. It's not recolorable though, but I could see this being used. I can see people using this for like extra ground coverage instead of to make it look more lush and such. Then we have our stone roof type, which is also recolorable. So this isn't within the Stone Age theme itself, but this is within the basic theme. But this is a mural with based on Mammoth Steppe now. So we have some additional pieces there, and these are all the different prop pieces. So we have like these animal skins and on wood, a fishing basket, a boat. We even have some fish here, some pots, fireplace, more animal skins. And you'll see these are actually pretty useful in a bit. I'll show you some of the prefabs that are in game. We also have these down here. We have these lovely weapons. So we have like a obsidian knife and a stone axe. And then these are our 2 new fonts. I think this is Sticky and what's it called? Let's go to the fonts real quick. So if we go to Stone Age, we have Sticky and then we have Ink First. Okay, so yeah, I really like the Ink First font. But now over here, we have our building accessories. So we have 2 doors, and I didn't check if these are recolorable. So we can go ahead and, okay. So these aren't recolorable. Okay, I figured. But that's okay. So these aren't recolorable, but 2 of these are. And I actually made a prefab, which I'll show you guys in a bit. But we have these stone pillars, we have these birch woods, and then we have these like sandblasted looking wood pieces, which I really love. If you have some time and patience like I did, you can make some really neat tree structures with this, or like artificial logs that look a little more believable. I fit like a zoo vibe more. And then over here, I think this is the thing that everybody was super hyped for, but we have all these different cave paintings. So 12 in total. We have some cave paintings of Paraceratherium, a deer of some sort. I'm guessing Megaloceros, but here we have Pachyrhinosaurus and Pseudoceratops, a herd of mammoths, some paw prints, Smilodons, Lambeosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and then we have more Smilodon, woolly rhino and woolly mammoth cave paintings. I'm hoping we get some American lion cave paintings too, as well as some more of the dinosaurs. I think that'd be really neat. And then we have over here, oops, sorry. Over here we have more log pieces in the game. These are like the arched ones, and of course everything in Prehistoric Kingdom is resizable, so if you don't, almost everything is. But all of these pieces for sure are, so if I wanted this to be a little taller, I can always just, if I wanted it to be bigger, great. If not, smaller, or if I want to dupe. Yep. So yeah, this will be a lot of fun to play around with. Now if we go over here, these are some new gardening pieces we have. So we have a moss clump, which is wonderful. I love the little like grassy textures here and there. We have like a big one, a small one, and then we have these 4 mushrooms too, which I'm sure a lot of people will get some use out of. And then over here we have these stone pillars. So these are a treat. I think these are, yeah, like these basalt ones. Then we have all these cave pieces, so your like stalagmites and your stalactites. We have these pieces for like creating Stonehenge, but that's not all. All of these pieces, all of these rock pieces are recolorable as well, which is, I wasn't expecting them to be recolorable, so that's really nice. Now over here, these are our 4 new path types. So this one's probably my favorite. It's a animal footprint, so you have different like dinosaurs and mammal footprints all over the place. Okay, this one might actually be my other favorite, but we have all these little fossils. We have like trilobites. I think that's fish. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's a fish for sure. We have trilobites, and we have ammonite fossils all over. Then we have these like log pieces, and then we have a natural dirt path, which I think will be great for like little if you wanted to do like a garden or a more naturalistic path, you can do so. And then here are 2 fence types. So we have a stone fence with a glass viewing, and then we have the wooden palisade fence. And out of these 2 are my favorite for sure. I feel like I'm definitely going to get the most use out of these 2, but I also really like this wooden palisade too. It definitely gives more like, it's definitely giving more like prehistoric park vibes, especially this one. So that'll be a lot of fun to work with. So now that we've gone over all these pieces, these are all the prefabs you can expect at launch. So these are things that were already built for us. We have our 2 restrooms. This one's my favorite. It's like based on a mammoth hut that ancient humans would have used, and you can actually use it as a guest prop. Oh, before I forget, there's actually some guest props over here. Okay. Well, we'll look at the prefabs, and then we'll look at the rest of the stuff. So yeah, we'll get to that point in a bit. This you can add to your exhibits. It's a climbing structure. And then this is a nice little statue with a seated area for guests if they'd like to. And I believe this is like a entrance building. I'm not sure, or is it like a shopping palisade? Oh yeah, it's a shopping area. So if you wanted to, you can add like a shopping spot here. A shopping or food spot, and this is like another one. You can add those there, and so you can also add the one here. I love the little woolly mammoth skull added. It's such a nice touch. And then over here we have the Stonehenge ruins, and then these are 2 like viewing platforms that were made. But all the way back here we have, I believe this is meant to be like an accurate reconstruction of Stonehenge, so like what it looked like before it was in ruins. Yeah, pretty neat. Now if we go back here, these are all the boreal plants. So I'm pretty sure that most of these, minus these 3 trees here, these are all new. These are all like in the game before. So before, like, boreal didn't have that much plants, but now we have these trees. This is a, actually let me go to and let's go to filter, and we'll do boreal. So that tree is called a boreal Scots pine. Okay. Yeah, so we have our Scots pine. So these are our boreal Scots pines, and then we have some tundra grass. I believe these are like dwarf birch. Let's see. So you have tundra grass. You have birch, different dwarf birches. Then you have what is this? More boreal Scots pines. Oh yeah, and then you have fireweed. These beautiful fireweed and Labrador. So you have these beautiful flowering plants, which I could definitely see being used in a lot of gardens and such. And then down here we have the these are all the guest facilities or the guest guest items. So we have all of our benches, which are really nice, and we have these two we have these two trash cans. So in that prefab I showed earlier with the mammoth hut, they have some benches and the little bone trash can, which is a nice touch. And then over here, this is a item I made for the workshop. So I'm actually going to make this public, but these were made from these log pieces over here. And I noticed like someone in Planet Zoo did something similar with wood pieces, and I want to do that to make artificial logs, which I feel like would go better in a lot of exhibits. I still want to make some more, but yeah, I'm quite happy with the results. I made like 3 variants for people to use in the parks. So yeah, that is the Stone Age park and Stone Age pack, and of course, last but not least, we have the beautiful, beautiful Canada map. Woohoo! So beautiful. So I believe this map is based on the Canadian Rockies, but you definitely could, with a lot of imagination, turn this into a better. You can definitely turn this into a mammoth steppe habitat if you wanted to, or for more dinosaur-inclined people, you could definitely make this into Prince Creek. I like how there's this little waterfall at the end here. But yeah, so that was update 10. This was definitely, since launch, this is definitely one of my favorite updates in terms of both animals added, because I am a huge mammal lover, but also in terms of pieces. I love the theming, and I feel like if any theme is fitting for Prehistoric Kingdom, it's definitely a Stone Age one. But yeah. Alright, so this is a quick edit to the video, but I just wanted to show the new menu screen, which features our Elasmotherium, and then also, if you go to new park, and then the new map is going to be located here. Let's go ahead and have that loaded up. And I just wanted to show the map in its full glory, because while I was editing the video, I realized I didn't include this section, so yeah. Hello everybody, I hope you all are having a wonderful day today, and welcome to Prehistoric Kingdom Update 10. So, this is what the Canada map looks like when you load into it for the first time. I love that they gave it this unique entrance. If you go down here, this is the spot you come in through, and then I like that they gave it like a little mammoth sign here. It's really fitting. I think they should have added the what is it? I think they should have added the mammoth statue, but it's okay. So this is the Canada map in all of its glory, and I think my favorite section of the map to build on will be around this area. Yeah, just look at that. This is based on the Canadian Rockies. Absolutely beautiful. And my favorite part of the map, well, there's 2 things I really love about this map. So there's actually snow. So let's speed up time a bit. So we've only had rain so far, but now we actually have snow for once, which is always lovely to see. I wish it would accumulate over time on the ground too. I think that would have been a nice touch, but overall it's still nice to have, and you can always just paint snow whenever you want. Oh yeah. And then let's go back to making it sunny. My other favorite part of the map, aside from just how gigantic and large it is, if we go all the way to nighttime, whoops, didn't mean to do that, you have the northern lights. It's beautiful. Depending on which angle you look at it, it's, yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah, this gives me like, it kind of reminds me of that scene from the Prehistoric Planet, like Ice Worlds, where at the beginning you have the Aurora Borealis. Yeah, it's just so good. I'm a fan. But yeah, this definitely has become one of my favorite maps. in the game, and it's quite massive too. I'm honestly surprised with how like heavily vegetated it is in some parts, because you usually think like the further north you go, it's all cold and stuff, but it's such a very nice touch. Yeah. I'll finish off with this beautiful albino Elasmotherium, and yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment and a like down below, and also if you have Prehistoric Kingdom, be sure to check out this update and let me know what you guys think of it so far. As always, thank you for watching.